Hello, Slicey Dicers. It's knife sale time. I'm selling off a lot of stuff today, and just to cut it off at the pass, please don't spam the comments with, I thought you loved that, why are you selling it? A lot of reasons. Some of them I'm selling to buy different versions of the same knife, because I love it that much. Some of them I'm selling just because I had to make tough decisions because I got a lot of pre-orders coming up, and you guys always want to see new stuff. So even if I have something I really love, if I'm not carrying it a lot and something new's coming out, I gotta pay for it somehow. That's just the way things work. And some stuff I bought with the intention of flipping it and selling it later. So that's it. All right, let's get going here. Rules, first up. US only. I'm sorry, I've lost 2 knives in the last calendar year, or had them float around for months and eventually come back to me trying to ship to Europe and Canada. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm just done with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Next up, PayPal, friends and family only. Some of these are pretty cheap, and I don't really want to bother paying fees on them. Shipping is included. All these are like new in box unless otherwise mentioned. I will try and point out exactly the flaws and the ones that aren't completely like new in box. I think there's only 2 on here. Yeah, there's only 2 that I would characterize as that. Still both in pretty good shape, but I'll point out the little flaws on them. Also, if you buy more than one, let me know, and I'll probably knock some money off because it saves me on shipping. So I'm not going to gouge somebody on shipping when it's, because I calculate at that end of the price, you know. So if you buy 2, I'll probably knock some off, maybe even more if you buy more. We'll see. Also, lastly, very importantly, do not pay me until you have an email from me saying that you got it. I had a big problem with that last time. I had 3 people just pay me, and I never told them that they had it, and the knife was long since sold and had to refund their money. That's a pain in the ass for me, so please don't do that. Just email me at sliceydicy75@gmail.com. Tell me what you want. I'll let you know you got it, and you got it, or you didn't, and I'll tell you it's sold. I'm going to try and keep the comments down below updated as quickly as I can. So I usually will change the price to sold or just mark sold in front of it so you guys know that it's been sold. So please consult that list down below before you email me. All right, let's get going. First up, I'm just going to do these one at a time very quickly. Cold Steel Recon 1. Not your average Recon 1, not your current Recon 1, because it is XHP, which is a steel we all know and love, which unfortunately they don't do anymore. I'm going to sell this for 90 bucks, and it does come with a snaggletooth thing. I love this little wave opener thing. It's pretty cool. I also will include, of course, the standard stud, and it's got the other clip and all that stuff, and the box and everything. $90. Next up, got a few Spydercos for you. First up, the Spyderco PM2. This is the Blurple S110V, or dark blue S110V. This is definitely a user. The blade doesn't really show it. I've kept very good care of it, and I've only had to touch it up a couple times on the sharp maker. It's S110V. It holds an edge for freaking ever. The only place I guess it really shows it is the Blurple is a bit discolored here and there. I'm trying to show that. I think that would probably come off if you scrubbed it. I've never bothered to do that, but other than that, really great shape. But it is a user, and I'm pricing it as such. $125. Comes with the box. All right, next up, one that kind of surprised I'm selling, but you know what? I just thought about it. I have another Spyderco Crewwear I carry more often, and again, I've got pre-orders coming, so I got to pay for those. This is the Manix 2 Crewwear Carbon Fiber. This is the Knife Center exclusive one. Great knife. I really like it, but you know, I've almost never used it, and that's why it's still like new in box, because I've just almost never used it, because shortly after I got this, I got a PM2 Crewwear, and I just used it more. But amazing, amazing knife. I love it. I'm sure I'll get another Manix of some kind. I've already got a couple. But anyway, it comes with the deep carry clip, MXG gear clip. Comes with that. Comes with the original clip. Comes with the box. All that good stuff. Comes with all the paperwork. Great collector knife if you're a Spyderco collector. It's an awesome piece. I'm just not that much of a collector, really. I'm more of a user, so. All right. Next up, we have, what one is next? Oh, the Spyderco Chicago. Another great Spyderco if you're a collector. This one's only 35 bucks, a little price for a little knife. It's a little tiny blade. This is one of the older 440C ones. Very cool little knife. It does come with the pocket clip. The couple times I carried it, I didn't use the clip, so that's why it's not on there. It comes with the clip, comes with the box. Cool little knife. just didn't wind up using as much as I thought I would. So we have $35 on that. 35 bucks. Great way to have a cool little Spyderco in your collection for very cheap. All right, next up, where did I put it? Oh, there she is. I was going to say, I got to start this video over again. I'm going to be really upset. Here it is. I got too many knives for sale. I can't find all of them. This is the Spyderco Clip-A tool. This is the standard version with the non-serrated blade. Comes with little tools. Really awesome little piece. Really cool. But I'm putting it up for sale because I got other stuff to pay for. So we're looking at $40 on this. In the box, absolutely like new. This thing's been barely used at all. Just pretty much used it for the review, and then it sat in an EDC pack for a while and never wound up getting used. So $40 on this. Next up, we have a couple of artisan cutlery knives. This thing is super cool. This is the big tomahawk. This is the titanium M390 Pimp Daddy version. Very, very nice. Barely used. I've carried it 4 or 5 days, but God, I don't think I've hardly even opened a package with it. But it's super cool. I really do like it. Pricing this at $180, and again, comes with a box. It's got that cool tin and stuff with it. The review of this is recorded. I haven't put it up yet, but very cool knife. And the action on it is, wow, it's great. I did disassemble and tune this one, so it's got my my special stank on it. All right, next up, another artisan, a much more expensive one. This is the Zumwalt. This is the G10 non-curved one. I guess G10 flat. I don't know what you call that version of it. Big knife, pretty cool. D2 blade, ball bearings, G10 liner lock, all that good stuff. $40 on this one. Next up, one that I really like a lot, but I want a different version of it. This is the Buck Marksman. This one I will say is, the blade is absolutely like new in box. I don't think it's ever been touched. There are a couple little scuffs on the aluminum right there, you can see. Other than that, absolutely like new, very good action, as all marksmen have. Super fun little knife. As I said, I'm getting another one. So this one is, what is this priced at? 85 bucks, because the little scuffs on it. I think that's a pretty fair price. $85 for that. Next up, we have the Fox Suru. Pretty cool little knife. I really like it. This is the aluminum version. There's a carbon fiber version coming in a while, but this is the aluminum one. N690 steel, aluminum frame lock, cool little deep carry clip, like new in box. What did I have this one priced at? $140. So it's absolutely like new. It's barely been carried at all. I used it to cut some paper for some tests and stuff, and I don't think it's really cut anything else since then. Next up, we have a couple of rakes. We have the Rake P671CB. Very cool little front flipper. If you're looking for a budget front flipper, just to get into it, this is a good deal at retail, and this is going to be even cheaper. This has only been used just to do the review. That's it. $30 on this thing. Next up, we have the Rake P865B. Got my hands all wrong here. It's got that awesome new generation. Oh, so does the last one I showed you too. The newest generations of the rakes have these awesome, beautiful edges on them. They're so pretty. This is a cool little gentleman's folder, nice little Warncliffey thing. Again, only just used for the review. Hasn't been used since. $25 on this one. Next up, we have the Real Steel H5 Gerfalcon. One of my favorite knives of last year. Stainless steel frame lock, 14C28, and that great Real Steel, just quality feel to them. The nice G10 thumb studs. I think that this is the knife they started doing those G10 thumb studs on. Fairly deep carry clip. Cool knife. I really like it, but just doesn't get a lot of pocket time. So $38 on this one. 38 bucks. And it can be yours. That's the only one I have the really precise price on. I don't know why I did it that way. Next up, we have 3 left. Tangram Vector. Button lock, really cool little knife. It's aluminum handles, 440 Akuto steel. Fun knife. Comes with that awesome Tangram box, and the cloth and all that stuff comes with it. Fun little knife, but one that I don't find in my pocket a lot. $35. All right, next up, Steel Will Mini Intrigue. This is the smaller version, hence the name Mini Intrigue. Typical Steel Will FRN D2 steel. Very smooth, got the nice blue standoffs. Very sexy looking knife. I really like the looks of it. Very sticky kind of blade. $30 for this one. Lastly, this one's also a bit of a user, but kind of. So this is a CRKT Voss. This is the second one I've had. I had a QC issue I sent, and they sent me a brand new one. This is the brand new one, but I've only used it like really a couple of times, but the couple times I did, I was hacking cardboard, and there are a few minor little scratches on the blade, which might buff out, but I never even tried on it. This isn't a terribly expensive knife, so I didn't. It's the field strip technology you can take apart. It's all nice and centered. This one works great. So you were looking at $35 for this one. And that's it. Again, all prices are shipped to your door, continental US. Email me, slicydicey75@gmail.com. Tell me what you want. Once you hear from me that you got it, then you can PayPal me to that very same email address. Friends and family only, please. Hope you guys like this stuff, buy some stuff. I'm putting this up after my 3,000 giveaway drawing video, so maybe if your soul was crushed because you didn't win something, you can make yourself feel better by buying another knife. So I'm helping with your mental health. I've been Brian. Have a good one.